What's up everyone, welcome back to Drew Drives. Today we're going for a drive in this 2025 Lexus TX 350 Premium. This vehicle is powered by a 2.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder with 275 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. So the Lexus TX 350 is a very popular 3-row SUV from Lexus. The Premium is the middle trim, so you can get a base model, a Premium, or a luxury, or you can get a TX 500 HF Sport Performance. But obviously that's on the 500, not the 350. Or you can also get a 350 F Sport as well. I forgot about that. But anyways, so yeah, you have a black leather interior in this vehicle, or it might be synthetic leather. Pretty big screen, ventilated seats and heated seats, which is nice. Put the vehicle in reverse and you have a backup camera with 360 view. You also have a digital gauge cluster and nice leather steering wheel shift paddles. You also have a nice wireless charging tray. I really like the placement of that. Very easy to use screen. It's like the same screen you find in Lexus and Toyotas and like literally all of them these days. But here's the thing with the TX 350. I've never been a big fan of this car personally. I think it's drives kind of slow with the 4-cylinder. I would take an MDX over this all day. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the Acura MDX. I would take it over to TX 350 with no questions asked. I think the interior quality on the MDX is way better than the TX in every way. The touch points in here feel kind of cheap to me. I think the TX 500 HF Sport has an amazing interior and is way better to drive than the 350 because of the powertrain in that car. And I think that's, but I would still take an MDX Type S over the TX 500 HF Sport personally. I drive an MDX Type S, that's my daily driver actually. I'm pretty biased towards the MDX, but either way, yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna keep rambling. This is a nice SUV for sure, but I'm taking the Acura. I'm very impressed with the 500 HF Sport. I love every time I drive those, and I think they look better than the 350 and have a much nicer interior. But anyways, let's walk around this car. These are just my opinions, of course. I just say it how it is. You have a nice white exterior on this one. You also have roof racks, and you also have black on the door handles. I do think white is one of the better colors on this car. It's like a really nice metallic white. You also have LED headlights. Also black looks good on this car too, and a dark gray. I'm not a fan of silver though. Here are your middle seats. You can also get captain's chairs in this car. And you have a panoramic sunroof in this one. They don't come standard with panoramic roof, which they should. But it's important that you have a panoramic roof in a vehicle like this. I've noticed that many customers prefer the ones with the panoramic roof over the ones without. This is all-wheel drive. You can also get front-wheel drive, or obviously front-wheel drive standard, but you can get all-wheel drive is what I meant to say. This is the space in the trunk with the third row up. Obviously if you fold down the third row seats you have more room, but it's a good-looking SUV. I like the way this vehicle looks, and this one looks cool with like the black roof rails and the black accents and everything like that. Also these all-weather mats in here. Just gonna move that a little bit. All right, let's get this TX 350 Premium out on the road. Yeah, I think this is my first video on the 2025 model year of the TX. I only have videos on the 24 models. Like the acceleration's decent for an SUV like this. But the 4-cylinder does struggle a little bit. That's why I mentioned I like the MDX a lot better, because the V6 in the MDX and the 10-speed automatic is a lot more responsive. And I'm going to keep comparing this to the MDX because that's the direct competitor to this car, Lexus and Acura. If you want a Japanese 3-row SUV, the MDX is your closest luxury rival. But yeah, I feel like the MDX handles better, it sounds better, it drives better. But the ride is smooth. It's quiet in here. It's very quiet actually. It's really nice in terms of smoothness and quiet. And the steering wheel feels nice too. And I do like these AC control dials. They are cool, how it has like a little screen in it that shows your temperature. And also I forgot to mention you have a heated steering wheel, so it is cool how this car has heated seats, ventilated seats, and a heated steering wheel. That's not something that you see all that often. Yeah, ride is very smooth. I mean, I'm not impressed with the acceleration in this vehicle at all. It just feels sluggish to me. Yeah, it's just like the F Sport 500 feels a lot faster, but this car just feels so sluggish. I think Lexus could have done a much better job in how they tune the transmission in this car. It feels like a CVT. It feels really similar to like a Lexus CVT. You know what I mean? And I know I might sound a little bit harsh when I'm judging this car, but I'm just being realistic here, just giving my absolute truth and opinions, comparing it straight to an MDX. But I parked next to an MDX right here. So, for my concluding thoughts on this 2025 Lexus TX350 Premium, it's a nice SUV for sure. Very smooth ride. It is luxurious. But I would take an MDX all day in terms of acceleration. I think the MDX looks better than this car too. You know, MDX sounds better, right? So like the TX 500h Sport is a much more competitive vehicle in the TX lineup than the 350. That's my honest opinion. But thanks as always for watching another video, Drew Drives. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and be sure to check out the link to Grubbs Family Dealerships in the description below if you'd like to shop for a wide variety of luxury vehicles.